So I'm looking here at SESN. It's got bad news this morning. Looking to see if there's an opportunity to get short here into this little bit of a push higher. I'm going to jump in short right there at $1.20. Looking for us to pull down there to the dollar area with my stop here. Looking for us to break down below the EMAs here, down below $1.20, and start working our way down towards $1 here. Gap down this morning from $1.80 down there to $1. So bad news on the stock right now, and looking like it really wants to get down there below $1 today. Liking how it's kind of holding in this area right now. Just gonna kind of get out there for a little bit of profit just to lock that down for now. $45 there. Liking how it's holding right here at $1.17 for now. One of those times when you just got to go with your gut feeling, and my gut feeling was wrong. So there it is, down there at $1.15 now. Big massive seller popping up here on SESN. There at the $1.17 area. You can see on level 2. Big massive seller stacking up there. So this thing looking really weak here, like it wants to go lower. And I might have covered just a little too early. Yeah, she's looking weak here. SESN down there to $1.05 now. This is one of those trades, you know, one of those days where I just wasn't really feeling it, wasn't liking it, but I should have stuck through it. Definitely, you know, everything was looking good on my part. We were under the EMAs. We broke down, you know, after making these new highs there at the $1.25 area, $1.23. You know, we went to the downside, but the volume just really wasn't coming in there. It was a slow mover at that point, and I was also looking at it like, hey, you know, we've already went from $1.80 down there to $1. You know, is there still a lot of meat left on the bone here? And I was thinking that there was a better chance of this kind of finding a little bit of support in this area, finding some support in this area there at the 115, 117 area, and then kind of, you know, maybe consolidating or going back higher from there. So that was kind of what was my problem there on that one. Not trying to make excuses, but sometimes it's just kind of how it works out. You end up getting out when you're not liking it, you're not liking how it's going, you end up getting out, and then the stock ends up, you know, either going lower or going higher, depending if you're short or long, and that's kind of how it played out today. So we're going to give it some time here. We got the market opening in about 30 minutes. So, all right, so SESN down there below $1. Talk about painful. Down there to 98 cents. So it wouldn't have been a major payday. It wouldn't have been like a huge profit. I mean, it would have been $400 in profit. And, you know, just one of those things. If I look at the 5-minute chart here, you know, what could I have done differently? I think, you know, overall, looking at this, you know, that cover, I don't know why I really covered there. I kind of had like this feeling. I was like, oh, maybe, you know, this thing's just kind of sold off too much. Maybe it's going to find a buyer, kind of push back up there to the $1.30, $1.40 area. I was kind of thinking, but, you know, that's kind of how it goes. You have that feeling sometimes. It doesn't work out. I can't hate on myself for getting out there. In hindsight now, looking at this, you know, I can be like, you know, oh, I should have covered, or I should have done this. But in that moment, I had to make that decision, and that's kind of what it comes down to with day trading. You have to be able to make that decision in the moment. There's no pause button. There's no, let me see what's going to happen in 5 minutes, and I'll figure it out then. It's basically you have to make that decision right there in the moment. And in the moment, I thought that this could possibly find a bounce there, which, you know, now in hindsight, I was wrong, but that's just kind of how it goes. There are going to be days where you're going to get out early, and you're going to end up saving yourself a lot of money, and there's going to be days like today where you're going to get out early and you're going to not so much cost yourself a lot of money, but you're going to, you know, regret getting out early. But that's kind of just how I guess it always works, you know, with anything in life. You always have regret, you know, later on when you look at it and you're like, oh, yeah, I could have sold this higher, I could have done this differently, and blah, blah, blah. But I think the big thing with day trading is being able to just trade and not think about, you know, oh, you can't let that emotion, I can't let that emotion now affect the rest of my day, at least with day trading. I can't now become emotional to the point that I start doing FOMO or start just trading stuff just because. So that's one big focus for me for 2019 is really just focusing on not letting little things like this, maybe, you know, emotion in general affect my overall trading. So we're going to see what happens here at open. We got about 4 minutes. And right now, I'm not really seeing anything popping up that I'm liking, that I'm in love with. But we'll give it a little bit of time, see if something does pop up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And then we'll just kind of walk away.